Yeah. Bye, baby. Then you fly, baby. Looking at the whip frame, that's a nice 80s. You should throw it to me, like Tom Brady. With the I make it happen, though. Let's do it soon, but
Hi guys, so today I've got another makeup tutorial for you. It's sort of a grungy sort of festival look. It's a sort of dark grungy eye with a pop of shimmer in the inner corner and on the lid. This is a sort of spotlight inspired eye on top and a little bit of greeny sort of yellowy shadow on the bottom, and these really gorgeous false eyelashes that have a pop of colour in them. And I've got 3 lip options that you can choose from, or you don't have to choose from these, you can do whatever you like. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you a few ideas of mine that I came up with. And if you don't like sort of out there makeup looks, then I do have some more sort of natural makeup looks that I've already uploaded on my channel, and I will be doing some more soon. So I was just really inspired by the like festival season at the moment, although I've never been to a festival myself. Yeah, I just really was inspired by a colourful makeup look to do today, even though the weather outside is literally like bipolar. One minute it's sunny, the next minute it's raining. That's just England for you. But yeah, I really love this makeup look, and I just think this is perfect for a rave or a festival or just something like, I don't know, a summer party. I just absolutely love it, and I really hope you do too. Also, don't forget to follow my Instagram, like I said in my previous video, for more sort of makeup look ideas and everything. As you can see, I've already got my foundation on and my brows filled in. For foundation, I use my L'Oreal True Match foundation and just mix the two together. And then I just filled in my brows with the Benefit Browsings kit. I then primed my eyelids with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Then I just set that with my usual base shadow, which is the MUA Matte Shadow in the shade Fudge. So I have an idea in my head of what I want to do today, but I'm just going to sort of wing it and see how it goes. I sort of was inspired by a look I done on myself about 3 weeks ago, I think it was. I'm not sure if I posted the picture anywhere, but I'll just leave the picture inserted somewhere around here. I was just really inspired by the shade that I used on my lid on that day, and that was this beautiful sort of yellowy greeny shade from the Makeup Revolution Acids Bright palette. Yeah, I'm just gonna sort of roll with it and let's see how it goes. So I got this the other day, and I've got a couple of these already, but I just picked up another shade, and this is the Maybelline Colour Tattoo 24 Hour in the shade Permanent Taupe. Don't you just love when you buy new sort of cream products and they just look so pretty? Then it's just so annoying because you have to just use them and they go all gunky. Anyway, so I'm going to start off by using a flat eyeshadow brush, and this is just one from eBay, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lid. So I'm just applying it all over my lid, and I'm just taking that up to my crease and slightly into my crease as well. I'm then taking my MAC 217 brush, and I'm just going to blend out the harsh edges just so there's no harsh lines. You're probably thinking that this look looks similar to my last tutorial, but I promise you it's going to be completely different. Okay, now I'm just going to go in with more of that Maybelline Colour Tattoo and just keep building up the colour until it's the intensity that I want it. And then again, I'm just going to keep blending and blending. So now my eyes are at the same stage. I'm now just going to go in with an eyeshadow, and I'm just using this MUA palette, and this is the MUA matte palette in Winter Forest. I've wiped any excess product off of my brush with a tissue. I'm just going to go in with this shade here. This shade is called Slate. I'm just using the same brush for this. And I'm just going to pat that shadow just to set the cream product in place and make sure it doesn't budge. This will also just deepen it up a little bit as well and make it look a little bit more sort of grungy. Now that we've placed the eyeshadow on top, I'm then just going to blend out any harsh lines just with the same 217 blending brush. So just doing the same step that we did with the cream product. I'm just going in with more of that shadow and building it up exactly the same as I did with the Colour Tattoo, just to build it up until I get it to the intensity that I want it. Now that the eyeshadow's all blended in nicely, I'm now just going to go in with this shadow from my Morphe Brushes Jaclyn Hill Favourites palette. And it's a sort of coppery, rusty, goldy shade with slight sort of glitter particles in it. So I'm just applying that using my finger. And I'm just applying this to the centre of my lid. So just in the middle here. When applying shadows like this, it's so much easier to apply it with your finger than a brush, as the warmth in your finger really does bring out the pigmentation and makes it a lot more easier to apply and everything like that, whereas a brush won't give you as much pigmentation. I'm now just taking my MAC 217 again and sort of slightly blending around where we've just applied that shadow. I'm then also going to take a little bit of this orangey gold shadow here, which has literally the same finish to it, but it's just a little bit more on the orangier side. And again, I'm just applying that with my finger, just applying that on top. Now for my lower lash line, I'm just going to apply the same Maybelline Colour Tattoo, and I'm just applying that with the same synthetic flat eyeshadow brush. Just blending out the harsh lines. Now for the fun part, I'm going to be taking this gorgeous yellow shadow from the Makeup Revolution Acids Bright palette. I'm just applying this on a pencil brush. I'm just going to pack that on my brush and then apply that to the middle of my lower lash line. To make that shadow just pop a little bit more, I'm going to be taking my Urban Decay Electric palette and taking the shade Thrash. And it's this beautiful sort of lime greeny yellowy shade. And I'm just going to be applying that on top of the yellow just to help it stand out a bit more. I'm now just going to apply some liner and clean up the rest of my face, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my liner applied. I haven't applied any winged liner today. I've just gone as close as my lashes as I could get it, but I've gone a little bit thicker than I usually would. Now I'm going to move on to false lashes. The false lashes that I'm going to be applying are the Eyelure Katy Perry Colour Pop lashes, and these are the green ones. I really wanted the purple ones, but I couldn't find them like in stock anywhere, so I went for the green ones. I've already applied glue on one lash, so I'm just going to show you the other one. So these are what the lashes look like. They're still black, then they just have pops of green in some of the lashes, so I just think they look really cool and are perfect for sort of raves or sort of like festivals, wherever you want to brave it out and wear them. These are what the lashes look like. I absolutely love them. I think they look gorgeous, especially with this eye makeup. To highlight my inner corner and my brow bone, of course I'm using my favourite highlighter, which is the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Golden Lights. I'm just using my Real Techniques accent brush. I'm now just going to finish off the rest of my face, and I'll be right back for blush, highlight and the lips. Okay, so I've applied my cream contour and highlight and also set them in place with powders and bronzed up my face. I'm now moving on to blusher, and for blusher I'm using my Milani Luminoso blusher. And this blusher is honestly perfect with green eyeshadow. I think it just looks so beautiful and summery, as this has a lot of peachy sort of golden undertones to it. So I'm just going to apply this with a blush brush. So I'm just applying this to the apples of my cheeks and bringing it back towards the contour. Now I did say that I'd be applying highlight, but because this blush has a slight sort of sheen to it, I'm not going to apply any highlighter whatsoever. So I'm now just going to move on to the lips. Okay, so with this look you could really go for anything, especially if you're going to a festival, as you want to be sort of really colourful and daring and everything. So I'm just going to start off with a nude, as I know that a lot of people would wear this with this sort of look. This is a Wet n Wild lipstick in the shade Pink Sugar, and I actually used this in my previous tutorial. So please ignore my hair, but this is the lipstick. It sort of makes me look a little bit washed out on camera, but in person it looks fine. I just apply like a clear gloss or something over the top just to sort of make it not look so sort of milky on my lips. But yeah, I know a lot of people would more likely opt for this option, or you could go for a little bit of a darker nude. I just found a peachy nude went better with the sort of eyes and the pop of green and everything. So yeah, this is the first lip option. I just wanted to quickly show you what it looked like with a headband. I know this isn't on perfectly, but I just wanted to show you quickly what the makeup looked like with a flower crown on. So okay, so the next lip option is a sort of peachy orangey lip, as I think this goes really nicely with the green eyeshadow. And this is a Makeup Revolution lipstick. Basically all of these lip options I've used in videos before, apart from one, and that's my last one, and it's quite sort of daring. But yeah, this is from Makeup Revolution, and this is in the shade Luscious. And you'll also notice I haven't applied a lip liner with any of these, so you could literally just whack it on. Like, you don't want to have to keep worrying about sort of touching your lips up and everything like that at a festival. So I haven't even bothered with the lip liner. You can just sort of apply these and they last a really long time. Okay, so this is the orangey peachy lipstick. Okay, so now my last lip option is probably going to be to no one's taste but mine, as I just love being fun and creative with makeup. But I'm going to be applying the Maybelline Colour Tattoo that we applied earlier on our eyes. And obviously this is in the shade Permanent Taupe, so it's like a taupey sort of grey browny shade. And I'm just going to apply this all over my lips with a lip brush, and I'm just packing the colour on the brush. And this is going to make it really easy to apply, as we're sort of lining our lips with the colour as we're applying it with the brush. Now you could obviously just leave the lips like this, but I'm literally just going to be applying the tiniest bit of this Kiko lipstick in number 524, and this is also like a grey lipstick. And I'm literally just going to apply a little tiny bit of this in the middle. And that is the finished lip. I'm now just going to set the makeup in place with the setting spray, and then we're all done. So I know this lip option won't be to everyone's taste, but it's only makeup, just having fun with it, and you can just wash it off at the end of the day anyway. So yeah. So guys, that's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, like I said, makeup is just fun at the end of the day, and you can just wash it off at the end of the day and it be gone. So remember, practice makes perfect, and you don't have to wear this much makeup. Yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more upcoming videos from me, and I'll see you in my next one. So take care, bye!